Hello everybody, Joe Tactical here again, and in this video I just wanted to share with you backup communications. Okay, now I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement. Alright, I am a truck driver, so I guess you could say I have some experience with this kind of stuff, but even with the CB radio world, I'm not an expert. Okay, now I got this stuff from a company online, awesome customer service, awesome. And when I say that, I can be a very easy person to do business with, but I can be a very, very picky critic, for lack of a better term, or I can't think of it right now. But I'm hard to impress sometimes, okay? And not that anybody needs to impress me, but unfortunately, at least in America in today's day and age, customer service kind of sucks for the most part. But not from the company I got this from. Now, don't quote me on this, but I believe the website is called rightchannelradio.com. And I'll put a link to it right down there. But I think that's what it was rightchannelradio.com. So I called them up. I had a million questions about this and that and this and that and everything, and then just with their professional opinion on the system that I wanted to go with. And they said, oh, that sounds like a great system and everything. And they weren't just blowing smoke, because they were telling me the disadvantages and advantages to all the different types of CBs and antennas and everything else. And I pretty much knew I was getting this, because I really like, this is the Cobra 29 limited edition Army edition, and I really thought that was cool. I like the look of it a lot, the functions. It's basically like your regular 29, but it's the limited Army edition, which is pretty cool. I also like to honor our troops over there in harm's way, so I just thought I'd get that for that as well. You got the Wilson 1000 trunk lid antenna. This thing is awesome. Okay, you do any research on any quality CB radio antennas, you're going to find the Wilson 1000. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not going to make you be able to talk like 100 miles away, but it'll outperform most of what's out there. Now, you get into ham radio stuff. I'm not really familiar with that because you need a license and some other technical stuff, and it's all regulated and everything. Where CB, you have a little bit more leeway. Alright, so the Wilson 1000 for CB radios, awesome. Okay, it's got the Joe Tactical approval on that big time. Now, I have here the Cobra S300, and what this is you hook this up to your CB radio, for those that don't know. You hook it up to the radio, and if you're out of the car, this speaker will project that transmission so that way you can hear somebody calling you on the radio even if you're not directly near it. Now, this does have an internal speaker, but it's not really that loud if you're out of the car, so I wanted to step it up a little bit, and I got the external speaker, which is also an awesome speaker. There's one without a noise filter, and then this has the noise filter, and then there's one with a noise filter that also has a talk-in feature. I didn't want that. I didn't want an additional mic on the system, so I just went with this. The mic in this system, this CB here, is the only thing that can transmit output, okay? And also, I know there's some guys that might be negative and might want to jump on the bandwagon of some negative comments. Alright, I do have a 92 Caprice. They did use 92 Caprices for cop cars. I'm putting a PA system on my 92 Caprice. No, I'm not a wannabe cop. If I wanted to be a cop, I would be a cop. Okay? I appreciate the job that law enforcement does, and I respect them in a big way. And this is for an emergency situation. Okay, if I need to warn people for whatever, if I need to do whatever, project my voice for whatever reason in a crisis situation or whatever, okay, I have this. Alright, so that's what that's for. I don't want to be a cop. If I wanted to be a cop, I would be a cop. Okay, I'm a truck driver. I like CB stuff. But more importantly, it's the communication. And it's only $30 more. I mean, come on. That's compatible with a PA, and for $30 you ain't going to get a PA? And I happen to have a car that's an American-made, rear-wheel drive, full-size vehicle. So I have plenty of room. I got a small block Chevy in there. I got plenty of room to mount this on the firewall or behind the grill or a fender well, wherever. Firewall, whatever. I said firewall twice, I think. Sorry about that. But for $30 to just add that much more capability to a system that's, equipped to handle that, by all means, another level of communication. And this whole system here is backup communication. How many of you guys rely on this your cell phone here? And yes, this is an old phone, but it still works because I take care of my gear. This phone's like probably close to 6 years old, and it doesn't even have a camera on it, okay? But it works. I take care of my gear. Alright, now, I don't even have a house phone. I only have a cell phone. So if this communication goes down, I have nothing. Now, the good thing about this is if I'm at home, my car is probably at home with me. If I'm somewhere else, my car is probably with me. Not all the time, but probably. Alright? So what that means is I have, for the most part, backup communication with me at all times. Awesome. Now, are there home-based systems that can do a lot more? Yes, there are. Are there ham radios that can reach from New York City to Virginia? Yes, there are. Are they expensive? Yes, they are. But this is what I was able to put together and be a very doable system. Okay, I didn't want to put it too high on a pedestal and then it be out of reach. So I just put it right there. It's a good system and it's mobile. I will be doing I will be doing a home-based system at some point. When, I don't know, because oh man, it's going to cost me like $700. All right, so I don't know when it's going to happen. This was all about $250, by the way, after shipping and everything. I think it was a little less than that, like $248 or something. But this is a backup to my cell phone. If there's an emergency, if there's a disaster, if there's an attack, okay, these are things that are very likely in today's day and age to happen. All right, so a second level of communication is crucial. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, if it's an emergency situation, how long does that last? Because you're going to need your gas to charge up your car, and then your car is going to run, and it's going to run out of gas, and then that's going to be useless. No, because I'll actually attach a clip right here. Emergency backup power. This is a solar panel kit that comes with all the little gadgets you need, as well as a 15-watt solar panel. This would be for emergency situations, charging up any type of flashlights and other communication power. It is a 15-watt solar panel, and the solar panel inside it is 1 foot, approximately 1 foot by 3 foot. And I'll have a video showing the specifics on this at a later date. But I wanted to share this with you, seeing how it is a part of this video that this is in right now. So let me get back to that. Okay, now that you've seen that I have solar panel capabilities, solar panels are also good because what they will do is allow me to keep the battery in my vehicle fully charged at all times, even though it's a 15-watt system, but it will be able to keep it charged at all times. And at my house, I have 3 cars. That means I have 3 12-volt batteries, and my girlfriend, Colleen Tactical, has 1 car, so that's a 4th 12-volt battery. So basically, day 1, you charge battery A, battery B. Day 2, you charge battery C, battery D. And so on and so forth. So each day, you have a fully charged battery. Awesome. Because I can run my communication, I can charge up EDC lights, other flashlights, weapons lights. Very important. Also, a third. I got all these hands going. This Italian guy is over here doing all his hand stuff. But, yeah, I knew that wasn't funny, but I thought it was. What? That's a little redundant. Sorry. But, I'm also, speaking of redundant, another level of communication is I'm going to get a couple, I'm probably going to get 2 2-pack walkie-talkies. So I would have a total of 4 walkie-talkies. And I would want them, one of the requirements is to be water and weatherproof, shockproof. I guess this isn't one of the requirements, right? Waterproof, weatherproof, shockproof, and running on AA batteries. Because AA batteries are one of the most common batteries. So I can run my EDC light. So I can switch, if I had to. But I do have backup CR123s for my weapon light. So I have, I could switch everything to AA. Everything, if we were in an emergency situation, everything would have AA. Does this mean I have to spend a little bit more to switch over other lights? Yes, it does. But it is what it is. I am going to have walkie-talkies as a backup, okay? And let me touch on that a little bit too. If you guys don't have the money for this, and I understand because, you know, I'm 29 years old and this is my first time able to buy all this stuff at once and all new, okay? So I'm really excited about it a lot. But if you can't, you know, do that because of your financial situation, buy yourself a decent set of walkie-talkies. Buy yourself a $20 solar panel and just set up your little battery charging station. Okay? Because if something happens, you have communication. I can't stress it enough. And do little by little, guys. I mean, I know it seems overwhelming to prepare for certain things, but we really need to buckle down and all just have the mindset, whether your budget is thousands of dollars or just like $5 a week. Come on, everybody can come up with $5 a week. And if you are smart with that $5 a week, you'd be surprised how fast you start getting things accumulated and learning stuff as well, because books are important too. And you'll find that once you get to at least that little first goal met, you can just kind of take a little minute and you're like, wow, you know, if something goes down, I don't have a year's supply of this, or I don't have a year's supply of communication, or I can't talk 100 miles away, but you know what, I can get somebody, and they can let me know, hey, what's this, what's that, are there looters coming, you know, is there a flood on the way? So it's really important. So just do little baby steps and do backup to backup. The main thing you want to think of, though, and this is just my opinion, I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement, I'm not like a survival expert or you know, a guru of some kind. Start small, okay? Definitely start small. But I'll say this, don't buy something that is going to be useless when you replace it with the thing you really want. An example would be, you can't afford an AR-15, you can't afford a Glock. I totally understand that. But can you afford a Ruger 1022? Maybe a Remington shotgun. Can you afford a handheld unit because it's all in one? It might not be able to do the range that this system can, but you know what? If you're in the neighborhood next to me, you can get a hold of me because I can transmit to you. So, you know, just do what you can do, but don't start double buying. And also those handheld CBs, they're nice because they can be portable as well. So I just hope you guys got something out of this. I'm just sharing with you what little knowledge I may have with you guys to try to help you guys out. And if you could share things with me, it's like I always say, let's all learn from each other. And something else with this whole preparing thing and everything, let's reclaim our independence as a people and not be so society dependent. Because if society drops, where does that put you? So think about it. How society dependent am I? I'll tell you something, it makes me sick to realize how society dependent I am about food and about everything. And let's take it back to basics, guys. It's up to us. It's up to me. It's up to you. So, you know, with that, you can say it's corny or whatever, but let's stand on our own, and that's that. Let's all learn from each other, guys. Thank you very much for watching.
Hey, Joe.